top 10 for the holiday. I don't know what my communication expert is going to do with it. Apparently I'm going to be sending out a video. So hopefully I'll remain professional. Yeah. First step, start right away. Moderate the amount of acidic foods that you eat, such as sugar, dairy, meat, wheat. Keep the acidity low. You will notice big change. You won't call me in January. For the foods that you eat, just moderate them. Okay, I'm not saying don't have the treats. I love the baked goods that come during the holidays, but just try to keep it calm. Okay, increase the amount of alkaline and anti-acidic foods that you eat. Here's the tip: these things will work. Okay, and I will send it to you. Water and lemon, simple as that. Lemon is acidic, but it is alkalizing internally. Drink it. It's the easiest thing that you can do for yourself. Just squeeze lemon in room temperature. If you want to make it cold water, do that. If you want to make it a treat for yourself, put sparkling water, whatever it is. Take that during the holiday season. It will help you. Apple cider vinegar. If you're making a vinaigrette, here's my little, recipe. It's not really a recipe. Take an apple cider vinegar, take olive oil and a dash of honey, shake it up. You'll have a great vinaigrette. And it will also be alkalizing. Okay? So it will help you cut the acidity in your system. The default thing that will be the biggest thing that can cut acidity in your system is vegetables. Use lots of vegetables, okay? Tomato is not a vegetable. Neither are fries. Who was I talking to? We're talking back there. Eat all the stuff you want, but add this stuff to your system. It's easy. I'm not telling you to take out. I'm just asking you to put some stuff in. You will feel the difference. Do not eat salty or sweet baked goods on an empty stomach. In general, try not to eat any of these treats on an empty stomach. Have them, but have a good meal in you. Okay? I know it sounds easy, these tips sound easy, but try to let them ring true, because you know what I found? You end up eating things at awkward times. You eat things when you never eat food, because you're just munching at this stuff. Brownies, cookies, this, that, and the other thing. That amazing mint chocolate that somebody makes me from scratch every year. You know, so try to save that stuff and have it after a balanced meal. Do not drink on an empty stomach. I'm looking out there. I know a lot of people that are doing this. Try to have balanced food. The alcohol will not hit you at hard. And you know what? I'm not worried about the alcohol as much. I'm worried about the histamine production. The histamine in the alcohol is what gives you the inflammatory response. Okay, so the alcohol has some things, but there's other agents in alcohol. So what's your worst drink that you can have? Sorry, Pete, rum and coke. Okay, that is the worst possible thing you can have. It's a highly fermented alcohol. It produces histamine at a very high level, and then you're going to get a lot of acid and sugar from the coke. This is your recipe for disaster. Be kind to yourself. Drink alcohol, drink responsibly, drink things you like. So you don't have to, I'm a vodka drinker. You don't have to drink vodka, but drink things, try to keep it clean, okay? Try to create an alkalizing effect before bed. This is another freebie that will work. Herbal teas are mostly alkalizing. Rooibos, mint, ginger, and my celebrity again for this list, lavender. The reason why you're taking it, alkalize your system, anti-acidic your system. And this is again free, meaning you don't have to restrict yourself. Because when I talk about gluten, when I talk about dairy, when I talk about those things, people are like, well, what am I going to eat? So how about trying it the other way? Have what you want, try moderating it, but then add these things to your system so you can have a healthier outcome. This is kind of a no-brainer. When enjoying holiday foods, try to add nutrient-rich foods to your meal. The two easiest ways, okay, for your regular meals, vegetables. Okay, there's nothing easier than that. But what do you do for breakfast? For breakfast is what is encrusted on those nice chicken skewers. It's called chia seeds. It is probably one of the most nutrient-rich foods that you can eat, and it's a freebie because it doesn't taste like anything. So you can put it in oatmeal. We put it on toast. You can put it on anything you want. It's got all your essential fatty acids. It's got proteins in it. It's got calcium in it. It's got fiber in it. It is got a higher antioxidant profile than blueberries, which has got a great antioxidant profile. You can't ask for more. Again, freebie for breakfast. Put it in there. And the cost has gone down significantly over the years. It used to be $75 a kilogram. You can get it for like $10, $12, and a kilogram will last you a very, very long time. So that's an easy way to add nutrients to your breakfast.
What's that called?
Chia seeds, you know, like a chia pet? Like the seeds. And it doesn't matter if you get the black ones, the white ones. It's not that it's more refined or less refined. The color doesn't make a huge difference there. Okay, the other thing that happens in the holidays, we splurge. We don't eat for a while, and then we eat a lot. We don't eat for a while, we eat a lot. Try some consistency. Okay, try some consistency during your meals, and that will help as well. And one of the reasons, you know, why we don't eat a lot, because we have all those nice treats, and then we're not hungry. So our supper doesn't really become a supper, it becomes a snack. And then that snack makes us hungry later, but when we look into the fridge or the cupboard for a snack, we got all those baked goods that we had to eat during the holiday season, so we reach for those again. I know I've done this many times as a child, so I will tell you not only as a child, as an adult as well. Stay away from synthetics. Okay, have the goodies. Have your cookies, have all that. Why does it got to be filled with like artificial coloring? Somebody made me one, I had to be very polite, but they made me stuff, you know, it's great, it's sugar-free. I said, this stuff's so sweet, what's in it? It's Splenda. I said, you know, I politely declined it because this is some of the worst stuff you can put in your system. Again, hardcore research behind it? Autoimmune reactions, because it's a synthetic agent that enters your system, and your immune system does not recognize it. It is not natural to your immune system. Okay, so you often get autoimmune responses and some pretty bad inflammatory responses. So try to stay away from that. The coloring, the flavoring, the sweeteners, the trans fats, which is mostly out right now, and also processed foods. Okay, if you want a really nice sandwich, put real meat in it. Don't put stuff that is barely food. Okay, eat the gluten. Okay, everybody knows me as the gluten-free guy. Eat the gluten, but eat good ingredients inside of it. Okay. But if you could, don't eat the gluten. Moderate caffeine intake. It's a time where we do feel more sluggish, more tired, and things like that. So try to keep the caffeine intake down. Everyone often tells me that they often have that extra cup of coffee, or it's more social. You know, somebody comes over for the holiday, they have that extra cup of coffee. Try to keep it low. And the last two, and you have to be very careful, I did not want to talk about, I'm not a big supplement guy, I love the whole food situation, but I don't really consider these two major supplements, but check to make sure this is okay for you. Okay, these two things have very little side effects, but to me, nothing has no side effects. The earliest poisons in time were still natural. Oregano oil, it is one of the strongest antibiotics that you can take. Very good antibiotic, very good antibacterial. If you take it properly, it can prevent you from a lot of colds and a lot of the things, but the reason why I'm recommending it is because a lot of the stuff that we eat during the holidays increases your bacterial content, okay? Because it feeds it. Sugar feeds bacteria in your system. Acidic foods feed bacteria in your system. They actually stop cells from working. They make cell division go to cell death. You know, there's a lot of, again, very, you don't have to ask me, again, ask straight researchers, they'll tell you the same thing. So very powerful agent. If you can tolerate sublingual, it stings in your mouth, so drop it under your tongue. Let it sit there for a while, because if you swallow it again, it will sting. Let it sit and absorb under your tongue, and then you swallow the rest. Okay, again, check with your pharmacist, check with your doctor in case you have medication. Not good necessarily during pregnancy, and especially in pregnancy, because it can inhibit some iron absorption. So again, it is been used widely. There's no issues with it, men or women, but I would always promote checking first. Turmeric and bromelain capsule. I have not read a book on anything good for your body that doesn't include turmeric in it. Okay, everything. Cancer-fighting foods, anti-inflammatory foods, stress events. What are foods good for stress events? This is one of the greatest superfoods. It stains a lot, so I don't recommend using it externally. But internally, you probably can't cook enough with it to eat it. So I would recommend that, again, it's all it is a spice in a capsule. So again, I don't necessarily consider it a supplement. So very good. Why? Because it's one of the most powerful anti-inflammatories. So these are my top 10. If you eat alkaline and you have a little helpers here along the way, you can have a very nice holiday season.